my confident and generous Leo friend. Hello and welcome. My name is Mina, and I'm here to offer you a 3-card reading exploring the themes of you, your path, and your potential. I invite you to consider what the reading reveals about possible challenges, opportunities, and personal growth for the week ahead. Take a deep breath, rest your mind, and let's see what the cards have to share with you today. Leo, this week the air around you hums with the subtle tension of anticipation. There's a sense of standing on the edge of something, an awareness that the present is too small for your current self, but the future hasn't quite arrived to meet you. You might notice yourself feeling restless, as if an internal clock is ticking a little louder than usual. The familiar doesn't feel quite as comforting. The unknown is calling, but you're not sure if it's a whisper or a shout. You may find yourself questioning if what you're striving for is truly what you want, or if there's more waiting beyond the horizon. There's an undercurrent of readiness, a sense that something important is about to shift, but you're not entirely certain where or when. The urge to take action competes with a quiet hesitation, as if you're holding your breath before diving in. This blend of eagerness and restraint creates a unique emotional climate, one that asks you to pause, to listen, and to recognize the depth of your own longing before making your next move. As the week unfolds, your inner state is illuminated by the energy represented by the Two of Wands. This is not a moment of indecision, but a moment of conscious assessment. You find yourself surveying the landscape of your life, weighing where you've been against where you want to go. It feels as though you're holding a map in your hands, the routes branching before you, each one promising something different. There's a quiet pride in what you've accomplished, and yet a hunger for what's still out there. You might sense a tension between the comfort of what you know and the possibility of what you could become. The desire to expand, to test your boundaries, pulses beneath the surface. Even if you're not voicing it aloud, there's a growing awareness that you're meant for more than just repeating the same patterns. Emotions may be running high, not because of conflict with others, but because of the silent negotiation happening within yourself. You're balancing hope and caution, ambition and patience. Sometimes the world around you feels a little too small, as if you're outgrowing familiar roles or routines. There's a yearning to see what lies beyond, but also a subtle fear that stepping out could mean leaving something behind. This week, you're likely to catch yourself staring out windows, lingering over plans, or feeling a restless energy that can't be easily explained. It's not dissatisfaction, it's anticipation. You sense that your life is on the verge of expansion and you want to be ready when the opportunity comes. There's a quiet confidence building, even if doubt occasionally creeps in. You're not just dreaming, you're preparing. The space between where you are and where you want to go is charged with potential, and you're starting to feel it in your bones. From this place of anticipation, the path ahead begins to take shape. The momentum you feel is not accidental. It's the direct result of your growing awareness and readiness. As your inner world shifts, so too does the world around you. The choices you're considering, the restlessness you feel, these stir up new events and possibilities. The friction comes from old routines pressing against the desire for change. You may notice opportunities appearing, or perhaps the pressures of your current environment intensifying. The sense that something's got to give becomes stronger, not from external forces alone, but from the internal drive you're bringing forward. The path opens as you begin to entertain the idea that life could be richer, fuller, or simply different. What once felt stable now feels confining, and the urge to step forward becomes a gentle but persistent pressure. This is not just about external change. It's about the way your inner readiness magnetizes new circumstances toward you. The world responds to your willingness to see beyond the limits you've accepted so far. The unfolding of these events is captured by the world. This week, life may feel more interconnected than usual. Threads from past experiences seem to loop back in unexpected ways, offering closure or new understanding. There's an unmistakable sense of momentum, as if doors are beginning to open simply because you're standing in front of them with intention. You might feel the pull of responsibilities or commitments, each one testing your readiness to move forward. Achievements or milestones may be within reach, but they come with the subtle challenge of integrating all the lessons you've gathered along the way. The pressures you encounter aren't always external. Sometimes they are the culmination of your own expectations. The friction lies in balancing completion with continuation, recognizing what needs to be finished before something new can begin. You may find yourself navigating the demands of others or feeling the weight of your own standards. There's a sense of being at a crossroads where multiple paths converge and the next step matters more than usual. The world outside reflects your inner expansion. As you dare to envision more for yourself, life meets you with both opportunities and reminders of unfinished business. This isn't a time for easy shortcuts or avoidance. The energy here is about synthesis, about bringing all the pieces of your journey together so you can step forward with a sense of wholeness. Every challenge, every moment of pressure, is a sign that you're closer to a turning point than you might realize. The friction is real, but it's also a sign that the world is responding to your readiness to grow. Yet, none of this is automatic. The possibilities that shimmer on the horizon are not guarantees. They depend on how fully you engage with the moment. The future shifts according to the choices you make now, shaped by the awareness you bring to each experience. If you meet the week's events with openness and clear intention, your potential changes shape. It's not just about what happens, but about how present you are to yourself as it unfolds. At the heart of your potential lies the energy of the magician. This is the week where your unique abilities and resources begin to align, quietly inviting you to recognize what you already possess. Growth reveals itself not as a dramatic transformation, but as the gradual realization that you have more agency than you previously believed. There is a subtle invitation to experiment, to explore the tools at your disposal without needing to prove anything to anyone. The magic is not in the grand gesture, but in the small, conscious choices you make each day. You may notice that when you act from a place of calm certainty, even simple actions can create meaningful change. The urge to shape your environment to test your ideas becomes a gentle force guiding your movements. Each moment you choose awareness over habit, you build trust in your own capacity. The invitation this week is to notice where your attention goes, to bring curiosity to your routines, and to explore how your intentions shape the space around you. Growth is possible not because you force it, but because you allow yourself to act from a place of authentic presence. The magician's energy doesn't demand, it invites. It shows you that what you need is already within reach, waiting for you to claim it in your unique way. Looking back across the week, the story that unfolds is one of gradual expansion. The restless anticipation of the Two of Wands gives way to the integrating momentum of the world, and finally, the quiet agency of the magician. Together, these energies form a cycle, longing, unfolding, and conscious engagement. Your journey is less about chasing after something new, and more about recognizing how your readiness shapes the world around you. The tension you felt is a sign of growth, a signal that you're moving toward greater wholeness. The pressures and friction aren't obstacles. They are invitations to step more fully into your own power. As the week comes to a close, you may notice a subtle shift in how you see yourself and in how you relate to the world. The sense of anticipation softens into appreciation, and the urge for change is tempered by the recognition that you are, in fact, already changing. There's reassurance in knowing that you don't have to force the future into being. You simply need to meet each moment with presence. The world responds to your readiness, and you discover that what you've been seeking has been quietly waiting within you all along. Actionable insights for Leo this week. Let the feeling of anticipation remind you to notice where your energy naturally wants to go. Try bringing your full attention to one small task just to see how it feels. If something feels new or unfamiliar, allow yourself to linger a little longer before deciding what it means. Spoken word affirmations to repeat aloud for a more positive mindset. I honor the change stirring within me. I recognize the strength I carry already. I meet each moment with clear intention. This week I trust my readiness. And now, dear friend, I thank you for giving me your time. I truly hope I have given you something helpful in return. Goodbye and good luck until next time.